Morning everyone. I've been back to the range, which is that super hardware store near, not far from here, a couple of miles away, or probably 3 miles away. But I bought another 3 blocks of this paper. I'll show you. And it has an interesting feature as well. This is a 420 by 297 millimeters A3 size. It's got a slight texture to it, like a canvas. But on the back of it, on the back of a sheet of it, it's got another membrane. That peels off. Well, it did yesterday. So it seems to be able to, if any oil goes through the paper, I don't think it will. Well, so far, this will stop it from going further. Especially if you frame them behind glass, if there's anything that you want to frame. So there we are. So I've spent £40 on 6 pads, just in case there's a rush on it and I don't get a look in. So I'm very pleased. So what I want to do this for the next hour or 45 minutes is a memory painting of Mitcham Common ponds, Mitcham Ponds, 7 islands. It's called 7 Islands. My wife used to go over there with her dad when she was young. I didn't. I left it much later. But it's a very lovely oasis. But I'm just going to put in some bits of water for some trees. Just for instance, some up here. Yeah, I'll work something out to go in there, and then we have a big tree coming up here. I'm going to do my trees with the edge of this filbert, so you can get some nice lines. So this is about all I'm going to do. I'm going to cover over it, so bit of grass going up here, some gravel. It's all gravel. The whole area is gravel, I think, right up to where we have the local park, which had a lot of gravel in it, which has been nicked by some company that got permission to dig out the quarry, which was a filter bed. There were filter beds for our artesian water, and it's criminal that they've been allowed to be sold off like they have. Now I painted this area, not this particular one, the Beddington farmland. They're all related. They're all gravel pits, beautiful, but they were more beautiful when they were left alone. So I'll put a sky in. So let's start. Enough moaning. But a lot of us do feel that our green spaces have been taken away from us and used for other purposes. So I'll. Yeah, right. Okay, I've got some fast dryer and a bit of linseed. So let's just use yesterday's, or no, it was Monday's paint. I think I could do with that being darker. The sun's trying to come out. It's got a bit nippy again, although I've promised some nice afternoon. No, I'm not trying to do anything, paint anything, just put the paint on at this stage, because I'm going to once again demonstrate how you can paint a blue sky with clouds with only just one colour, the blue. So if the painting itself doesn't work out, this should. Alright, I want a lot of whites behind here. It'll pick up a bit of the blue, which is fine. I'm waiting for a tube of a 200ml tube of my favourite Payne's Grey. I've still got a bit in there. So I think Alan Owen sent me this one. It says data only, but I know a lot of you follow it. Alan, I tried to phone him yesterday, but his phones were not available. No, I'll try again later. Keep my eye on him. Okay, so there's a start. I'll just. Oh, okay, so that's our. Right, I just want to put in a bit of blue for this. It's just a 8 memoir, same colour as the sky in the background. Okay, we can put some reflection. Oh no, that's going to be land there. Okay. This going uphill. This is all horizontal. We must get that horizontal established. Right. Okay, I'll give that a clean with my pile of toweling cuts. Oh, have to be careful. Give it a shake before you use the towel, so you get everywhere. Just old toweling, and I just wipe through the bristles to clean them, and we'll start now. Here we go. I'll have a bit of of oil just to help it flow a bit. Now I want some of that blue to come into those clouds because they give you the shadow underneath the clouds. And then you can put the lovely white over the top here. So I've done making clouds easy, I think. Some nice white clouds. Now, be careful of bits you've missed, not with the paint, but where it doesn't read right. A little bit of blue in there. Very delicate, but I think you'll agree it does work. There we have it. Get some over that. This way I'm going to get some titanium white as well. If any of you want to help out with the channel and not go on Patreon, you can always go on for a month. And there's about 500-600 videos that you haven't seen. And treat it as a contribution, way of contributing to helping me fund all this because it's quite expensive, especially having spent £40 on some paper. White on white, isn't it? This way, with a little bit of that blue just underneath the clouds, and that's how you get a bright sunny sky. Now we're going for the real rough stuff now. I'll keep that nice and clean. I'm going to use one of my worn out brushes to texture some of this, and I'm going to use for my greens blue, yellow, red. And we can get some up here. Need to leave some air, and this brush is sort of great for that. Here's a bit of that red. I don't want to look like a toffee apple. Right, we'll get a bit of background. Bit of distance here. Some leafage behind. That didn't work. So I like making my greens with the 3 primaries. I'll put a bit of shadow in there. Right, we'll let that go for a minute. Well, let's bring that down a bit. Get that around there, I think. Right, now I want some yellow ochre now to try and mix up some gravel. Then we can texture all this and we go back and put some stuff in, like some branches and things. Right, there we go. Oh, that cleaned enough. Right, bit of white, a bit of this, bit of that. There's a little bit of black, little Payne's grey with that. Very strong, that light red. That's I used that for doing those tone studies that I did. And a little bit of darker stuff in the foreground. It's more like a bit of gravel, but not so perfect. Oil paint is beautiful. I want some darkish green in here, so let's just get that in there. Like bushes. It's all shadow, bushes, stuff. This is where Payne's grey comes in very handy, making a very dark green. Yeah, where'd that come from? Shadow. Call this texturing. Right, now we're going to do a bit of adding some water, a bit of blue. I want that to come down a bit there. of red in there. Try that. Ooh, a bit of red back in there, a bit of black. Bit of dark in here, a bit of contrast. A bit of ochre in there. Why not? A bit of warm. Some different sort of trees in there. No, that's not really purchase it. That's right, okay, let's restate some of this here. Right, now then, where are we going to go from here? I'll finish up those. I'll try and finish up those trees. Find my nice bit of black, bit of red, bit of yellow. Add a bit of oil in that to make it a bit easy to flow. It's not easy. I'll put some lighter colour back in as well. Right, I'll clean the brush. Got a bit of oil there and there, so we'll go over that a little bit. Right, nearly there. Right, now we're going to put in some lighter colour, green really, just a bit of white. Well, I just want to bring that to life a bit. Maybe when I get these reflections. Well, I'll let that go for a minute. Let's put in some of the shadowy stuff. Or just a bit of shadow there. No, there was a bit darker than that. Right, now we've got all this greeny stuff coming down here. And be careful that that from the bottom there will tell you where the tops of the trees are, I think. This paint is drying now, so I'll go and check it. So that's why you can paint over it. You can shift it. Right, we'll texture a bit of grass. I'll just get a texturing brush. Another worn out one. Well, this one. I've got to fill that in. Let's just put. Right, I'll go back over the water and try and get some reflections in there. We'll go for a bit of lighter colour. Let's get a bit of white. Winton. Put that there. Keep it clean. Ooh. So that's quite white there, reflecting those clouds. Right, now let's get some of this it's not moving the paint. Alright, let's get a bit of that filled in there. Just try to bring that paint down into that water. Here we've got quite a lot of got to be careful what I do with my brushes. I don't want to leave them behind. I get some paint to clean them. I just want to just blur that, so it's a gradual thing. Alright, that's how we can put a bit of a texture in. And some grasses. A little bit of darker stuff in there. What are we doing in here? That's a sort of bit of grassy stuff. Come down the bank. some of that on there. In here. So it doesn't look so obvious. So there is grass going down to the water, as I remember. So we'll have some in there. Good fun, isn't it? I'm going to let my son's dog out in a minute. Alright, so the one that's a little bit lighter. Right, okay, well that's my take on it. See, there's no rigger work in here. It's just these branches. They're a bit naff. You can disguise them with that lovely yellow a bit. Well, catching a bit of sunlight. I know the leaves are green, but this is sort of green. Okay, well there we are, let's put that in a mount. I've got my brushes that I've used. That one. So I've used these two brushes for texturing and two brushes for filberts. But I think this one, Winton, number 10, long flat. Doesn't look very flat, does it? But they're lovely brushes, all these quality brushes. I'll put those there. I'm going to dismantle all this. There we go. With that, put it on the water. So my cat doesn't start licking. I think probably we could get a bit of white cloud, this sort of stuff in here. It's a bit too blue, methinks. Fish. No, I don't know how to do it. Okay, that'll do. That's all. I have to clean that out now. Right, I'm going to push that up, take all this off here. It's a bit labour intensive, isn't it? But get the mount. Well, there we are. That's I can't think of anything more to put in that. I don't really think I want any focal points. It's just a wedge of trees reflected in the ponds. 7 island ponds. There's seven lakes, or 7 ponds. 7 ponds. They vary in size, obviously, and small to fairly large, but it's very beautiful. I hope you like that one. I'll get that uploaded before I go and do the dog, and I'll see you shopping in the morning, big shop. I'll see you after that. Bye for now.